Hey kids, this is ADV Tress and we're headed to Carrizo Plains. Carrizo Plains is located outside of San Luis Obispo. And in this 1873 map, you can see at one point there was a town called Carrizo. And it's interesting that the name was Carrizo because Carrizo in Spanish means a tall reed. And historically, this area was a vast wetland or estuary. Carrizo Plains is a national monument, which is only designated to lands that are nationally significant and set aside for permanent protection. Also, Carrizo Plains is one of the places in California that you can actually walk along the San Andreas Fault. Carrizo Plains is also home to some fantastic animals, one of those being the pronghorn antelope, which happens to be North America's fastest animal on land. Carrizo Plains also has a fantastic early people's history going back at least 10,000 years. The Chumash, Yokuts, Selenians, and other native peoples made extensive use of the Carrizo Plains during their migrations. While we can't actually prove that they lived there year-round, we can definitely show that the site was of cultural and spiritual significance to them. So what does all that mean to you? It means this. If you have the opportunity to head out to the Carrizo Plains to see the Superbloom, enjoy it in the spring, enjoy it in the fall, I would recommend it. This was my first trip heading out just to explore the roads. I wasn't actually using any maps. I'll attach my GPX file in case you're interested in using it. And I really wanted to see the bloom this year. We had a lot of rain, late rain in California, and I was very, very hopeful that we would have a super bloom in Carrizo Plains, and we did. There's tons of hiking opportunities to do, lots of things as I just provided to explore. Plenty of dispersed camping along the various routes. And additionally, the roads are really pretty good. You wouldn't need necessarily a four-wheel drive to go exploring down most of these roads and to visit some of the historical sites in the park. And with that, there's a lot of hiking opportunities for those who are a little bit more adventurous, and mountain biking opportunities. I spent about 3 to 4 hours just driving around, checking out the different roads. Now, if you're using an app like Gaia, it will show that some of these roads go through. That is not the case that I found, and on my GPX map, you'll actually see that. The roads just kind of peter out into nothing. And being a member of Tread Lightly, I really support the fact that, we only go on established roads, we stay on established trails to preserve this natural land for others to enjoy. Additionally, there are a few roads that I came across where it said no, only authorized individuals allowed down these roads, and I respected that as well. The other thing is, as I mentioned, while you don't need four-wheel drive, please make sure that when you go out to Carrizo Plains, because you're so far away from any other major town, I would say at least a good 40 minutes, make sure you have enough gas. The valley itself is 50 miles long, and it does take a little bit to get into Carrizo Plains. Also, as you're exploring some of these back roads, just know that there are some gulches and washouts that you may need to navigate if you're in a vehicle that isn't four-wheel drive. If you're into photography, there's lots of opportunities to take some very epic photos of you, your rig, the scenery, and there's opportunity to, investigate the various geological sites along Carrizo Plains. I know at least I was lucky enough to be able to get over to the San Andreas Fault and at least enjoy some of the natural geology that was occurring because of the tectonics that were happening here. Carrizo Plains offers a lot of camping options. As I was going around exploring, there were many, many vehicles pulled over in very, very nice campsites. So you can download the park map to identify where you can do dispersed camping. And additionally, within the park, there are markers of specific monuments as you go about your exploring. And if you can't get to Painted Rock, just know throughout the park there are petroglyphs that you can explore. Just be respectful and maintain these for future generations. Along with the petroglyphs, you'll find Indian grinding stones, so enjoy this natural wonder and beauty as well. And until next time, this is ADV Tress out.